first carry now for Doug Martin. And this one at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Second down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Here's the offense, and highlighted as a guy who gave himself his own nickname, the Dugginator.
Brandon, you really can't nickname yourself, but if he keeps running at this level, he'll have plenty of good nicknames to choose from.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely the #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Defense looking to hold 7. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Gerald McCoy, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And taken right on the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
K'Ron Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be a Carolina first. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And they'll go on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
The ball, we're going to look at the starters for Tampa Bay. And, Charles, how about Vernon Hargreaves?
A pick they were excited to make because in their division, they've got to have guys who can slow down some of the best receivers in the league. And Vernon Hargreaves fits that profile. Very sharp.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, so let's see what this is about. Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, Newton. That is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this one... Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Shift together here from the D-line. Jameis now on first down. And this one caught by Coates. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll come out in the pistol. One man in the backfield, that's Martin. To throw is Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
20! There goes Doug Martin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Doug Martin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he knocks it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Noah Spence, the second rounder there on the tackle. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Back near his own goal line, Winston. Brought in by Coates. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Now Newton on 1st down. He's got time. And no escaping this time
as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's the rookie Noah Spence out of Eastern Kentucky in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To throw on second down is Newton. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. To throw is Newton. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kelvin Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That is time. The throw, touchdown.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. They go play action here on first down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A first down throw for Winston. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage.
And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle, here to Coates. The penalty set him